So, there was never a curse?
That's right. No curse, no real threat. Only fear made it become a reality.
Oh, then I'll try to be more open-minded in the future and not always assume the worst.
You can start by welcoming my zombie friends into your village.
We'll see. At least I'll talk to them.
That would be good.
That would be a start.
If my memory serves me right, you promised a sack full of gold to the person who hunted down the Headless Horseman.
Of course, and you have earned it.
We earned it. You get half of this, Lizzie.
That won't be necessary.
Oh my.
See you around.
Oh, yes. See you later.
She took the...
I think she just, never mind.
Okay. Hello,
Why
Zelda.
did fear show itself to you in the form of a Headless Horseman?
Oh, my grandfather always used to tell me the story about a headless horseman. I was terribly scared of it, but it was still my favourite story.
And if there's enough hysteria, you'll believe anything. Even that ghost stories are real.
Can you please show me?
Now you know how to defend yourself against the curse. So could you please show me the way to the old Van Buren castle?
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah, of course. You and the enchanting young lady.
And about time too.
I'd better draw myself a good map. I'm sure I'll be going back and forth between the castle and the village a few more times. My friends are here and Timmy is still somewhere in the woods.
Fine, let's go.
Thank you, Mr. Whale.
Thank you.
I drew my path on the map very carefully. This way, we can always return to the village if necessary.
No need. I'll only leave the castle one more time. With a few crates of gold.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I have a slight suspicion that
This place sucks, don't you think?
he's going to outlive her.
The castle will blossom in your presence, just like me.
Flatty!
My moonshine.
You won't believe what I've been through. I need a bath this instant.
But of course, my love. Then perhaps a light dinner, and then let's just see what the evening holds in store.
Ahem.
Are you her servant?
No,
You can be my servant. My Igor died years ago. For good this time.
Actually, I wanted to...
Wipe your shoes, or you'll have to clean everything again.
Yes, sir.
But... There we go again.
So, let's start with looking in the courtyard.
A shallow water bowl for the chickens. Empty. They've no use for an empty bowl. The chicken coop is in pretty much the same condition as the castle. Skew whiff. And the roof leaks.
Yep.
The
Chicken?
Count seems to like chickens. That's a good sign. Anyone who likes animals can't be a bad person. The chickens seem to be quite lively. They run, they peck. You could say they're poultry in motion. The Count seems to like chickens.
Okay, the Count liked chickens. What about the letterbox?
The Count and his young fiancée met through a newspaper ad. Which means someone has to fight his way through the mountains on a regular basis. Just a single sealed scroll. To Count Vladimir Orlov, the Dark Woods. Oh, hey! The seal bears the Seastone coat of arms.
Okay.
Neither the drawbridge nor the portcullis were able to protect Van Buren against the mages, paladins and villagers who came for him. Maybe he was no longer at the height of his power. Otherwise, a sorcerer like him should be able to defend a castle like this easily.
Yeah, don't count on it.
Nasty statues. I saw them from the drawbridge. They look like a mixture of a man and bat. And it's almost as if, they watch you the whole time as you approach the castle.
Ooh, spooky.
Legend has it that a master builder was once hired to come up with a visually appealing way to divert water from the roofs of buildings. He thought to himself, why don't I put statues on the corners of the roof and let them get rid of water the way you, get rid of water? The idea with the peeing statue didn't meet much approval, and they forced him to change his design. He was very angry about the whole thing. That's why gargoyles today look like they're constantly throwing up. Doesn't look like rain, thankfully. A storm is the last thing I need in a place like this. In an old building like this, falling masonry is probably an occupational hazard. Wonder if that's why the position of Igor was open.
Yeah.
Stone's fairly flat, maybe some sort of roof tile. Yeah, big white maggots. Okay, if we must.
Never know when you need maggots.
Yeah. I'd say that coach hasn't moved a metre since old Van Buren's day. Several spokes are broken. Yes. Ooh, there's a small tree growing out of one of the seats. I wonder how many owners this castle had before Van Buren. Too bad it's so run down. Soon it'll be nothing but ruins.
Yeah. Look at the weeds.
Nothing but weeds and trash everywhere you look. The Count really does need some urgent household support.
Let's check
Time
some
to
weeds.
make myself useful as the new servant. On the other hand, I'm not the world's best gardener and should probably leave well alone. The castle is way too big for one person. Why do all rich people always buy buildings like this and live in them all alone? As the rooms the Count uses are so dilapidated, I wonder what the others will look like.
It's a good question.
Oh, fine. Lovely.
Okay, let's take a look around.
Ooh, scary people. I can't tell if these are relatives of the sorcerer or the Count. The only certainty is that these are some of the creepiest faces I have ever seen. But they look somehow generous. Ooh, scary people. I can't tell. The only
Okay, he
a
looks
small
generous.
wood stove like that can't even begin to heat such a huge building. Here in the hallway, it's exactly the same temperature as outside. The stove reminds me of the one in my classroom in Seastone. It had a broken pipe too, and it was pretty useless. However, this one looks less pleasant.
Okay, it
The
could
castle
look a
really
bit
needs to be
evil.
dusted. But, seeing as how it would be my job as the servant, I think I'll just keep quiet on the subject. The Count probably got tired of always having to clean the mirror. Very old mirror, except for a few dull spots, it's in good nick.
Okay. Let's pick it up.
Very old mirror, except for a few dull spots, it's in good nick.
Okay, we got some wax.
How many candles must have burned here to leave a pile of wax that big? Or are those magic candles that have been burning for decades?
That might be the one.
If I need a load of candle wax, I know where I can find it.
Let's look at the ceiling.
Hard to believe how high the ceiling is in this hall. The chandelier chains disappear into the gloom. You can see eyes blinking way up in the dark, and you can hear the occasional squeak. I think those are bats. The Count probably hasn't noticed them yet. I can hardly imagine him allowing bats in his castle. The stairs don't just lead upwards, they also go down into an impenetrable blackness. Dungeons, tombs, all kinds of things that I don't want anything to do with could be down there. The stairs don't just lead upwards,
What about the stairs?
From the outside, it looks as though the castle has at least 5 or 6 floors, and old castles often have cellars and dungeons too. Judging from the outside, I'd say at least 5 or 6. And old castles like this one often have cellars and dungeons too. A lot of work for just one Igor. The only footprints on the dusty stairs are from Miss Kiki. Doesn't Count Orlov ever visit the upper floors? Does the Count stay down here the whole time? I should have a look around down here. The only footprint does...
Okay. We got it. Let's go to the chest.
A heavy wooden chest with 7 seals. 2 of them are open. Could be where the book is hidden, but it could also contain the Count's well-protected underwear. Either way, there's no sign of how to open the 5 remaining seals.
Okay,
There are
look at
some
picture.
pretty strange characters here in the gallery, but this one really takes the cake. A very unpleasant-looking fellow. He looks evil, arrogant,
That
and
looks like the Count.
more than a little bit crazy. There are some pretty strange, but this one could be where the book is hidden, but it could also contain the Count's. Either way,
Yeah, okay, we got it. Is that all? That is all. Okay, into the hall.
Ah, there you are, Igor. Prepare dinner for my fiancée. And set the table with all the trimmings. We want to have a romantic meal before withdrawing.
my name's Wilbur.
My servants are all called Igor. Igor, his father Igor, his grandfather Igor, and his father too.
Whew, you certainly had a lot of servants.
That's why it's too late now to get used to a new name. I'll call you Igor. I would even give you Igor's old suit, if I had it.
Okay.
The villagers told me that the mad sorcerer Ashcroft Van Buren used to live here.
That is correct, until he was hung, drawn, and quartered.
That was
The
a lot of
wizards
things.
and paladins didn't do things by halves. Just quarters. They took everything that was of interest or value to them. They left the rest here.
Was there a book amongst the things left behind?
The Sorcerer's Diary. Yes, I found that a few months after I moved in a secret desk drawer.
No, I mean, more of a magic book, you know, with incantations and such.
No, not that I know of.
I noted a big chest in the entrance hall.
The large chest in the hall looks like it's been there a long time. Is it yours?
Van Buren had it built, but now it belongs to me. The painting up there is of him. The chest and the painting are the only things the mages wanted to take with them, but they couldn't. Both are bound to the castle by powerful magic.
Oh my.
Ooh, so there must be something important in there.
I don't know. I've only been able to open 2 of the 7 seals.
Maybe that's where he kept his spellbook.
Is it valuable? The young ladies are getting ever more demanding these days, and my new line of guano skin cream for the man of the world hasn't done quite as well as I hoped.
Oh, that's not
Master,
good.
maybe I can help opening the chest for you. I'm good at that kind of thing.
If you wish, as long as it doesn't clash with your other tasks. I want to be sure my little bunny rabbit is properly pampered.
Oh my.
Here, the Sorcerer's Diary. I was able to open the first 2 seals with the help of this.
Thank you, Master.
Yes, Master. Thank you so much, Master. You're too kind, Master.
Do you know much about werewolves?
Not particularly. Us and them, we don't get on. Normal wolves, yes. They're the children of the night, and I like standing on the balcony of an evening, listening to them singing. But werewolves, poor souls that have been cursed and can feel nothing but primitive anger and hate.
Is there any way to get rid of the curse?
Of course, quite easily. You have to kill the werewolf that cursed you in the first place.
And if you don't know who it was?
Then you can